Bruce Sterling, futurist science fiction writer. Bruce, has hacking become old-fashioned?
Well, some kinds of hacking are definitely old-fashioned, but I'd say that it's more that it's professionalized and militarized now. I mean, you're really seeing weird outbreaks of prank hacking, panic hacking, deliberate info war attacks, and so forth. That have they reached a level of sophistication that was hardly dreamed of when the term was invented.
Are you saying hacking has become fascist?
I'm saying it's become militarized. You know, it's just like, I mean, there's a lot of mercenary cyber hacking. For instance, you could look up these HB Gary files that were just leaked by Anonymous, and that's like a really good insight into the kind of current cyber hacking semi-official underworld. And these guys are guys who would have all been, I don't know, phone freaks or something, stealing phone service back in 1975. But now they've got like Beltway offices and, you know, political backers. And they're like trying to stifle WikiLeaks.
So are the anonymous guys really the other side of the same coin of the CIA and all these secret services?
My suspicion is there's probably 6 of them. Because, you know, WikiLeaks is basically 6 guys. But, you know, you'd be hard put to meet a hacker army. I mean, hackers traditionally move in small gangs of between like 5 and maybe 20 people with, you know, some technical support and kind of fellow travelers around them, wives, girlfriends, younger kids, running buddies, that kind of thing. But, you know, we reached a point now where instead of just sort of sitting there eating Captain Crunch cereal, they're starting to get day jobs.
Where are we, though, in the hacking cycle? Is it nearly finished?
No. Oh, heck no. No way. I mean, Don Parker said many years ago that there would be a day when all business crime was computer crime, and therefore the word computer would simply vanish. And there will be a day when hacker attacks are just part of general social struggle. You know, they're like media or military activities or political campaigning or low levels of fraud or tactical media. I mean, a lot of these things are just going to be folded into a new structure of media.
So hacking has become the culture.
Well, you know, hacking's a culture for guys who are good at it and sort of willing to spend all their time doing it. But, you know, that's more like saying that being a private detective is the culture. I mean, everybody knows what private detective culture looks like, right? You got like snap brim fedora, you drink a lot, you get into fist fights. That doesn't mean that all of us are private detectives.
But more and more of us are hackers, aren't we? Or you're saying there's only 6 of them?
Well, you know, people tend to, I mean, there's 6 guys in Anonymous. I mean, there are a lot of guys in Anonymous who like hang out on 4chan and so forth. You know, pretty good crowd of people. But the number of people who actually hacked into HB Gary, probably half a dozen guys.
You've seen it all before, though, right?
Well, I haven't seen it on this scale. I mean, it's really starting to show its 21st century shape. I mean, you can see stuff going on now, like, stuff like guys holding up printed signs in Libya saying, Libya requires no foreign interference, in like 7 or 8 languages. So obviously that sign was done by foreign interference. You know, you're starting to see just, you know, levels of global intervention and a kind of professionalization of this kind of thing. You know, people are very aware of news cycles on the internet. You know, people are picking up on it in new ways. Sarah Palin's very good at exercising new media, planning stories. You know, people interfering with commentary on blogs. Tools are being invented to do all kinds of new stuff. I haven't seen some of these things before. I mean, they're alarming things.
Alarming in what sense?
Well, they're destabilizing, and a lot of them are profoundly anti-democratic. I mean, to call anything a hack is to show that some kind of shortcut, right? I mean, it's a way to get big results for little effort. And it's almost always expedient in some ways. And the knowledge of doing it tends to spread quite rapidly, and then it could destabilize the system. And just the way that, say, I don't know, peer-to-peer file sharing destabilize the music business, we could see hacktivism destabilize political parties, let's say.